Hey everyone, this is Jason Long with JH Media Group, and today we're going to be talking about what a SaaS, or software as a service, actually does. It's interesting because at the end of the day, a SaaS only does one of two things. That's it. It either fills an efficiency gap or a knowledge gap, and that's all. If you think about every single SaaS in the entire world, it does one of those things or both. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So one of my favorite SaaS systems, also partly because my team built it, is MedRev. It is a satisfaction survey system and reputation management tool for healthcare businesses. If you think about what it actually does, what it does is it helps the healthcare business gather actionable information from surveys and from reviews online. All of this could be done manually. 100% of it could be done manually. You could have every nurse, every doctor, every front desk staff member, every person in a facility ask patients about, whoever's in charge of it. Ask patients about their experience, about what their, the experience, the cleanliness, the doctor, like all of these different things. You could do all of that. You could tally that information. You could manually put it into Excel, and you could manually build all of the dashboards. That you could manually all the analytics. You could go and do all of that. You could also ask all of the people who are gathering information how the person felt about it. You could manually do that sentiment analysis. You could go online and you could go one by one through the entire list of reviews on Google and Facebook, and you can manually get all that information, and you could put all of that in as well. But with a system like this, or so many of the other systems that do similar kinds of things, you don't have to. It's saving you that time. And if you think about things like Asana, or you think about Facebook even, and you could think about like so many other things, so many tools people use every single day. That's what it's doing. It's saving them time. Even you could go as far as like Zoom or Skype and say it's kind of a phone call thing, but it increases the value by having the person's face right in front of you. It's saving you time, and you can also say it's gaining you knowledge, because if you were to get on the phone and talk to someone, you wouldn't have their face. You wouldn't have the way they're looking. You wouldn't be able to read their body language without that. So you could say that's kind of an efficiency thing, because it's like, oh, I could fly there and be in front of them, but it's also a knowledge thing, because now I'm right and I can see them, and I have that additional knowledge I didn't have before. And on the knowledge side, you could also take it to something more kind of deeper knowledge. When I think about this, I think about Brainleaf. Brainleaf has a whole bunch of templates for pre-built website information architectures and application information architectures. You can grab it, drop it into a list, and now you've got that entire architecture you have at your fingertips. You can use to, you can modify it and get, send it out to a client, get approval, etc., etc. That's knowledge you didn't have before, that now it just gives it to you. You've just got a list of all of these things. So there's a lot of systems that bring these two things together, but at the end of the day, if you think about every system out there, it comes down to efficiency or knowledge. And that's it. And that's what SaaS businesses do. Thank you guys so much. Please check us out at jhmediagroup.com. Talk to you soon.